forward, number 13, Ron Tolentino. Head coach of the Scorpions is Jeff Furness, assisted by Rico Reyes and Rob Paladala. And now, let us meet the starting five of your DLSU University West Marinas Patriots. Starting with point guard number 5, Angelo Calagos. At shooting guard number 13, Luis Montes.
Sino sabi mo? Sino tinuturo mo sa CEU?
At small forward number 20, Fred Yamano. And at power forward number 6, Paul De Los Santos. Leading the Patriots is Tito Reyes. Our referees for this game are over analyst Antonio Baguion and Laura Balanco.
All right, we are just about to tip off here at the Pablo R. Olivares Coliseum in Parañaque City. Andy Cervino with Ray Hoble on the call, bringing you every bit of the action as it folds right before our very eyes. And first possession is with the green shirts of De La Salle Dasmariñas.
And Anthony, La Salle is trying to go for a twin kill.
Yes.
Today. But this is going to be an acid test for them.
That's right. It's easier said than done. Of course, we'll look at the records. The La Salle Patriots, they are coming off a loss to Olivares College last week. Meanwhile, the Centro Escolar Scorpions, the defending champions, they have a 2-1 card. They are coming off a big, you can say a bounce-back win over Ames Blue Sharks just the other day. Okay, so no score yet. Calagos. Okay, Calagos has proven to be a very important player in the scheme of things for Coach Tito Reyes and the Patriots. Meanwhile, first shot is no good. And CEU with the height advantage, so good box out.
Yeah, and size advantage is definitely
That's
on
right.
side of CEU.
Not just height, but also muscle. Okay, Bernabe at the post, and Bernabe, offensive foul. Of course, Ray, we remember last Monday when we played, Dave Bernabe celebrated his birthday, and he had birthday-like numbers. Yes, you know, Bernabe was in contention for our Best Player Award, but again, we decided to give it to the veteran Jerome Santos. Again, Ray, why did we choose Jerome Santos as our best player in the previous game? As you see your screen there, Coach Jeff Perlas.
Well, it's because he has been practically doing everything for CEU, not just in scoring, but also in rebounding as well in defense. And he's been the most utilized player on the side of CEU.
Earlier, we caught a glimpse of Coach Tito Reyes. Of course, Coach Reyes is his first season as the head coach of the senior Patriots. Of course, before this, Coach Reyes, he built a name for himself as the winning coach of the Lady Patriots.
And in that game, Anthony, with CEU, Diaz wasn't much of a factor offensively, but he was so instrumental in setting the tone for his team.
That's right. Of course, CEU cannot score without the ball getting. Of course, here's Ron Ray Tolentino. And Tolentino, by the way, Ray, was also a big candidate for best player.
Yeah, he was.
He was the top scorer, actually, for CEU with 19 points. But then again, as I told our viewers the other time, you know, it doesn't mean that just because you're the highest pointer, you're the best player.
Definitely. And Tolentino has been a key contributor, but with Santos playing with more impact in that game.
And of course, you cannot hide the fact that Jerome Santos is the more veteran of the two. And of course, the team captain is Franz Diaz. And Diaz, of course, if you still don't know by now, is the only remainder from the CEU team that won it all in 2019.
While this is a practically new team, Anthony, we can say that this is a stacked lineup we're having for CEU.
That's right. Of course, again, CEU doing a good job as far as the recruiting is concerned. Meanwhile, La Salle finally the Patriots can sit down as De Los Santos breaks the ice after over 2 minutes.
In the land of the Giants, De Los Santos was able to score.
Okay, Tolentino now to Santos. They give it to Bernabe at the post. Bernabe is doubled. He loses it. And a foul given up.
And looking at the lineup of CEU, looks like it's a triple tower combination there, Anthony, with the Tolentino, Santos, and Bernabe.
It's only not that I realize how tall Dave Bernabe is. Of course, meanwhile, Llamado, back to Llamado, and back-to-back hits now for LaSalle. LaSalle with the early lead.
And a nice find there by De Los Santos on Llamado.
Yes. So De Los Santos, after scoring, this time he'll set up his teammate Llamado for back-to-back hits. Diaz uses the high screen. Diaz bubbling. Finds Brian Javier. Kick out. Nobody marked. All day to fire Santos. No, and De Los Santos has it. So De Los Santos now early stuffing the stats. Montes will apply the brakes. And now Llamado. No. Rebound Bernabe. Tolentino behind the back dribble. Tolentino. No. And ball is loose. It's with Calagos. Calagos. Sidestepping. Yes.
Wow.
Hey. 6 points in a row now for LaSalle.
That was a gutsy move by...
Yes. 6 points from
Calagos.
6 points from 3 different players.
Yeah, a gutsy move by Calagos, even though there's a 1-3 situation there. He was still able to finish off a transition.
Javier using the Tolentino screen. Another steal. Will it be 8-0? 8-0? No! But Puga! And because of that, Coach Perlas has seen enough. He will call a timeout. 8-2 is our score. 8-0 run by the Patriots. We'll be back for more of NCRA Season 29. And welcome back to live action, ladies and gentlemen. That's our score. LaSalle Dasmariñas right now enjoying an 8-2 lead over the defending champion Centro Escolar Scorpions. Of course, Ray, an 8-0 run, huh? LaSalle on an 8-0 run before Coach Jeff Perlas called that timeout.
And that's the reason why Coach Jeff Perlas made some adjustments here. And several new players were brought in to this game.
That's right. Of course, Mark Anagbogu,
is
the usual starter, is now in the game. So Javier to Diaz. Bernabe.
So this is not anymore a triple tower combination.
Yes, but Bernabe could not complete the layup. Outlet pass. Montes. They could not control it. Yes. Diaz now. Anagbogu.
Anagbogu
traveling.
Running out of space and taking extra steps there.
Well, Ray, Anagbogu replaced Ray Tolentino, okay? So it's not a triple tower combination, but Ray, remember, Anagbogu may not be that tall, but he is easily one of the more athletic players on the side of CEU. Now, this young man can jump.
And he is an offensive threat as well.
Yes. Whoops, too strong, and last touch on a Scorpion.
And looks like, Anthony, that LaSalle has been able to settle down after losing its first game of the season.
Yes. Meanwhile, Javier will sit down. A new player here, Anthony Bolomeo. Long bomb, no. And Montes. Nobody backs out Montes, and he is pushed out of bounds. It's a foul.
And Montes one of the smaller guys out there, able to get that rebound from the weak side.
Of course, that foul was called by our referee, Antonio Bagyon. And if the surname is familiar, yes, he is the brother of Froilan. So his brother is a former professional player. I wonder where he is right now, Froilan.
Yeah. Played in overseas sometime.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Meanwhile, Diaz to the running Santos for the stretch. So finally, the CEU ending that 8-0 run by LaSalle.
And for a while, I thought Santos is going to slam it in.
He can. And he has done that. Okay, so it's going to be a baseline inbound for the Patriots. They have 20 on the shot clock. Ow! Too deep. But referee says it's going to be LaSalle ball. Yeah, good effort there by LaSalle. This time it's 16 seconds on the shot clock. They find Montes, who feeds up. And no basket there. Now Diaz now on the run. Diaz will wait for teammates. Bernabe. Series of moves and Bernabe. What is this? Foul is on De Los Santos. So only the third foul on LaSalle. Okay, now Ray Razonable will replace the foul trouble De Los Santos. At the line, Dave Bernabe, not good on the first.
Still trying to find this groove is Bernabe. He missed a point blank range shot a while ago.
You know, Ray, you know what I told you earlier? I just realized that Dave Bernabe is quite a tall player because, of course, I know he's tall, but suddenly he looks short, especially when Centro Escolar, when they field their foreign student. Because, Centro Escolar, they have a foreign student athlete. And, of course, when he's on the floor, he looks very small. But, of course, Ray, in the NCRA, this is an all-Filipino league. This is only Filipino students may see action here. 1 second of the shot clock. They have to fire. And referee says a foul. All right, it's the turn of Coach Tito Reyes to call a timeout. And we'll be back. You are watching NCRA Season 29. That's a score, 8-5. That's right, 8-5 with 3:45 left. Ray, this is a slow scoring pace. If this pace will stay as is until the final buzzer, who do you think it will favor?
Well, I think it will favor CEU, but somehow that's the best opportunity for LaSalle to snatch a win. If they can keep the game close,
yes,
they have a better chance of winning.
Good point there.
Right? And with CEU. If you allow this team to blow this game apart, and then definitely it's goodbye.
Speaking of blowing the game apart, let's review for a while that their last game against the Ames Blue Sharks. Of course, they built this humongous lead in the third quarter, but talk about that fourth quarter where they slacked down a bit and allowed the Blue Sharks to almost steal the game.
Yeah, and with CEU now, looks like Coach Jeff Pernas is now beginning to keep a hold of this team now, and as a coach, he's now more settled down with his set of players.
Now, speaking of the set of players on the floor right now, we see the entry of Carl Peñano. Of course, Carl Peñano, he played a good game last time against the Blue Sharks. Meanwhile, look at that battle for the rebound. Wow. No man's land.
Taken away by Trinidad.
Yes. Okay, ball back with Trinidad. Trinidad attacks
Wow.
reverse. Wow.
That was an up and under move by Trinidad.
Yeah, put that on our highlight reel. Doesn't pump up LaSalle. It also pumps up the announcers. Peñano looking for a friend. Oh, Diaz is knocked down. Anagbogu. Back to Santos. Santos, nice line. Does not get the bounce. Ball tap to the wrong person. LaSalle now with a chance. LaSalle still on top, 10-5. Again, LaSalle on top, 10-5. They had an 8-0 run earlier. Trinidad against Borromeo. Ball tap. Trinidad recovers. Referee says play on. That is legal, but a turnover. Peñano quickly to Santos.
Yeah, and Santos has a chance for a 3-point play here, coming off a transition basket, and that is Santos as well created that big stop against Trinidad and forcing him to commit a turnover. But on the other hand, making it on a transition and a chance for a 3-point play opportunity.
You know, it's placed like that. Okay, again, I will stress this. It's placed like that. That's why we selected Jerome Santos as our best player last time around.
Yeah, and now he's getting a much-deserved breather.
Meanwhile, Trinidad met by the double. Puda has it to Razonable.
Nearly a backcourt violation there.
Yes, because you have to establish your position 2 feet. Meanwhile, Bunda, no. Air ball, of course, Bunda, one of the players elevated from the high school team. Long bomb, too strong. Razonable has it. Quickly now, Montes. Bounce pass to Trinidad, all day to fire. Too strong. Offensive rebound, poor box out by CEU. Another offensive rebound, Puda cannot have it. Okay.
But I like the effort of
Oh, yes.
Anthony. Oh.
Oh, steal by Razonable. You know, Peñano was slacking a bit there. He paid dearly for it. Meanwhile, Montes will use the Puda screen. Trinidad says, easy guys, easy. Shot clock is 11 seconds. Trinidad spinning in traffic against 4 defenders. No, and Anagbogu with another rebound. Anagbogu to an unmarked Borromeo.
Oh,
Too strong.
overshooting. Yeah.
So another chance. Look at that rate. Again, the pace of the score is very slow. Puda changing his mind. Long bomb. No.
Oh. They had good looks but couldn't cash in on that 3-point shot.
Yes.
Oh.
That's a foul. Very obvious.
And that is a daredevil move to the basket by Borromeo. And now he has a chance to complete a 3-point play.
Okay, now Tolentino, who was part of the starting 5, is back.
A good start here, Anthony, by LaSalle, but all of a sudden, CEU is now beginning to catch up. They have leveled the score at 10 all.
Well, for sure, Coach Perlas and his staff, they've been doing their best to motivate the Scorpions to come back. Well, they should maybe shake off that, you can say, relatively poor start. Of course, hey, you know what, Ray? Believe it or not, we have viewers all the way from Alberta, Canada.
Wow.
Yes.
Hello to you in Canada.
That's right. The family of De Los Santos is watching all the way from Canada.
That's around 6-hour difference, Anthony.
Yes.
So it's 11:15 now. So that is around 5:15 early morning there in Canada.
So Alberta, I think, is in the middle, right? It's in the middle of Canada. Not on the west, not on the east. It's in the middle, more or less, right? Of course, we have to check our maps after this. They're the province of Alberta. All right, Bunda to Razonable. And now they attack against 2 defenders.
And,
Test of strength.
That's a nice defense put up by a CEU
Yes.
there.
All right. Malikana. Kick out. Ron Ray. No, but that's a good line. Ball tap. And on that note, wow. A low-scoring first period says CEU on top 11-10. And we'll be back with the second quarter after this break. Stay with us for more of your NCRA Season 29. And hello again, basketball fans all over the world. That's right. We're seen and heard all over the world by the internet, Facebook Live. And while you're at it, please follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all with the username NCRA1993. And of course, the score is 11-10. A 1-point lead for the defending champion Centro Escolar Scorpions. Ray, a low-scoring first quarter, I should say.
A defense-oriented game we're seeing so far from both squads, Anthony.
All right, Peñano finds Malicana to Santos. Santos is back after the rest, and Santos quickly attacking, and Peñano will stay with the white shirts of Centro Escolar.
And that's what Peñano needs to do more for his team. Crashing the boards.
All right, baseline inbound by Christian Malicana. Everything but the shot for Santos.
Well executed play, it just didn't go in.
And a foul given up. So, see, it will be okay, it's an inbound for LaSalle.
Santos, the way I look at him, has some resemblance from one of the legends who played in the NCRAA, Jornard Clarito.
Oh, yes! From the Docampo Memorial College Cobras. Of course, Jornard, a NCRA Mittel 5 member, way back in season 25.
And now plays in the big league.
That's right. Again, this is that's an inspiration, okay? May these alumni serve as an inspiration to the current crop of NCRA players. Hey, if we can do it, so can you. Meanwhile, Razonable, good on his free throw, so we're tied at 11. We got a quartet of ones.
Razonable became a fan favorite when we were playing at PUP Gym, Anthony.
Oh, yes. PUP or here?
No, PUP. In PUP.
Meanwhile, Audrey De La Cruz is in the game. And they lob it inside to Peñano. Peñano! Yes. Nobody marked Peñano. They paid dearly for it. So we are seesaw game here early. At Olivares, Razonable bringing the ball down. He gives it to a guard. Okay, Bunda will try to shake off Audrey De La Cruz. Bunda. Razonable asking for some movement. Okay, hand off to Bunda. Bunda! 3 seconds on the shot clock with a foul away from the ball.
Yeah, and Razonable was trying to jostle for position. And in his bid to get the ball against a smaller defender, and he was able to draw the contact.
That's right, no choice but to foul, especially when you have the size mismatch. Razonable asking for it. He will now challenge the veteran Santos. Bunda. Bunda will use the Razonable screen. Bunda, and offensive foul.
And look at them. Santos and Razonable. But this time around, it's Razonable who was called for an offensive foul.
Yes.
For clipping the arm of Santos.
That is not allowed. That is not allowed.
Chicken wing, huh?
Yes. But I will allow unlimited chicken wings.
Oh, especially when it's delivered here.
What flavor do you like, Ray? Meanwhile, undergo stab by
Missed
Ray.
short stab by Tolentino, but
Yes.
able to put back his own miss.
For me, I want my wings the hotter the better. I want the hottest, the one that will burn your lips.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they kick it out to the corner. Razonable all day. Does not get the bounce.
Oh.
Offensive rebound. Yes.
And so far, LaSalle has been winning the offensive putbacks.
Yes. This has been a well-played game by both sides. No question about it. Malicana. Bounce pass. Peñano. Thinking about it. Peñano. No. And then, battle for it. Won by the Patriots. They attack. Bunda. Oh! Shot clock.
Oh, I think that's
No.
there's a technical.
Yes, again, we
defeat.
have an issue with our shot clock. And we'll be back after this break, after they fix things. Stay with us, please.
From the attention of the
Ah?
maintenance personnel of the revised gym, please proceed to the officials table. Then on the attention of the maintenance personnel of the revised gym, please proceed to the officials table. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
All right, we fixed our clock, and we're back at live action here. So, jumper to start things, too strong for LaSalle. And rebound colored by the Scorpions. Okay, Malicana. Christian Malicana is his name. Bernabe is back in action, Ray. And
there's going to be an offensive foul on Bernabe.
if I'm not mistaken, Ray, this could be, I think, the second offensive foul on Dave Bernabe.
So eager.
Yes,
So eager because he felt that he has the mismatch.
yes. Bunda now. They move the ball around. Pareja. To Puda. Besagas. Nice line. Yes! And now, the lead is with LaSalle.
And I like the patience being displayed by LaSalle in that previous offensive play.
Meanwhile, foul given up by the Patriots.
Number 17, James Morris, his first 17 foul for the Patriots.
And
what?
LaSalle is drawing some cheers here from the local folks from Olivares, Anthony.
Well, I think they are. I believe these are students also from LaSalle. I don't know if they joined the trip. Oh, yes. Yes, we have a small group of LaSalle students here in attendance.
Yeah, they have. And I think these are medical students, Anthony.
I understand. Meanwhile, Diaz gets the 3 points back and he restores the lead to Central School. I believe they are physical therapy students. And they're also here to assist the players. But of course, we do not like that to happen.
But they're there just in case.
Yes. Hopefully, we will not need their services. They'll just cheer. Meanwhile, they throw it to the post. Ron Ray against the defense. And yes,
And Tolentino with a nice spin to the basket.
again, using his height and length to the hilt. Meanwhile, Bunda. Oops.
Oh,
Referees did not see that. But we saw that Vesagas.
Able to hit one earlier, but not that time around. But look at them, LaSalle. So active in getting those offensive rebounds, but wasn't successful that time. And
Okay. 3-point play in the works for Ronway Tolentino. Foul given up by Puda.
But he drove his way to his strong side and excellent body control to complete that shot, Anthony.
So at the line, Ronway Tolentino. And suddenly, suddenly it's a 5-point lead for Centro Escolar.
And Centro Escolar now is beginning to create some separation in this tightly fought encounter.
Yes. Meanwhile, LaSalle will call a timeout, and we'll be back for the remaining 5 minutes or so of this first half. Stay with us, please. But believe it or not, we are nearing the halfway point of the second quarter. But usually, Ray, a score like that is a score after the first quarter.
Yeah, but now we were having a scoring that is starting to pick up, Anthony.
Yes.
And then with CEU now gaining some traction with their offensive sets and pushing the pace past. They have now established a 6-point lead.
Which is, again, in this game, that is a luxury.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Montes passes to the wrong person.
Stolen.
Whoa!
And a foul is going to be called on Razonable.
Well, that was a hard foul.
Uh-huh.
Of course, when somebody as big and burly as Razonable fouls you, expect it to hurt. Meanwhile, patient ball movement by the Scorpions, which has been their trademark.
Mm-hmm.
Bernabe, handoff to Malicana. Malicana will change his mind, and he passes to
passing
Bolomeo.
in between the players.
Yes. Bolomeo, one-hander, no. And Razonable with the rebound.
2 green shirts coloring the rebound at that time.
Montes, the veteran, to the corner. They're taking too much time. Calagos with the scoop.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
A nifty move to the basket by Calagos, who I believe is the best player for this LaSalle team.
Well, based, of course, on our first impression from their previous game, yes, I will agree with you. But then again, Ray, these teams will play 11 games each. It's a long season, so many chances for many players to show their stuff.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, Bernabe throws the ball away.
And who knows, Anthony, we might have not seen the entire roster of LaSalle yet.
There might be some kids who are still, probably nursing an injury or two, and then, or probably they're not yet into the groove of college play. But then again, this is a long league. Now, this will test the character, the physical conditioning of all the teams. This is not a sprint race. This is a marathon. Meanwhile, a foul is called.
And looks like it's going to be called on France Diaz.
Yes. An unsportsmanlike foul for an elbow by Diaz.
And
yes.
He tried to test how tough or how strong the body of Razonable is.
That's
a no-no.
I don't know if that's a wise thing to do. So what? Yeah.
Diaz may be well built, but Razonable is probably around 5 inches taller and many pounds heavier than him.
So after these free throws, the ball will stay with the Patriots.
Yeah. And,
so good free throws here by Razonable.
And a big break for LaSalle as well.
That's right. They can either tie or go ahead with this possession and keep the game interesting. 14 on the shot clock. Let's see now.
The Lady Patriots are still in attendance, Anthony. And
that's right.
supporting their male counterparts.
They probably just rode one school bus going here.
Yeah.
Okay, shot clock blows in the face of LaSalle.
And credit the defense of CEU for making things miserable for LaSalle in that offensive thrust.
Now, of course, since the Lady Patriots won earlier, Ray, of course, if the Patriots make it a double victory, it will be a very happy school bus on the ride back to Dasmariñas City. Meanwhile, Diaz, you see the Peñano screen. Diaz is fouled from behind. So an early foul, it will not be a shooting foul.
And the foul on Verdugo is Modesta Ramirez.
Okay, so it'll just be an inbound for the Scorpions. And let's see. Oh, no. It will be free throws. Check that. It will be free throws for Diaz. So, you know, that 6-point lead earlier, Ray of CEU is now ancient history. And LaSalle with a quick response. So Diaz, all eyes on France, Ray Diaz.
Diaz needs to keep his head cool.
Meanwhile, Tolentino was a bit surprised. Tolentino was a bit surprised that he received the ball. But again, that's one thing also that you look at the players, Ray. You see skills like passing, shooting, dribbling. But there are other little things that the coaches look at, like reaction time, no? And what will the player do when he gets the ball? Will he think? Or does he think fast? Does he think slow? You know, stuff like that.
Anthony, one thing I've noticed about CEU is the extra physicality they've been playing in this game. We've seen France Diaz being called for a foul, and a sportsmanlike foul earlier, and then Javier coming off an inbound and fouling somebody who was around 40 feet from the basket.
Oh, yes. Foul away from the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, Puda good on his free throws. But you know what, Ray, when you talk about physicality, if you visit the practice facility of Centro Escolar, I mean, they're complete. Aside from the basketball court, they got a well-appointed weights room.
And is it going to be an offensive foul? Oh, no. It's a blocking foul called on Puda. He was he's not in established position when he received that. He was trying to go for. He was trying to draw a contact.
Okay, in the game, replacing Puda is Llamado. And when they met each other at the scores table, it's only now that I realized that Llamado is just as tall as Puda.
And of course, Llamado is one of those converted three. Now playing the 4 position for LaSalle because of his size. I thought Calagos was a little bit out of control there, but lucky break for him, Anthony.
Yes. Okay, referees are conferring with our table officials. Okay, 2 fouls here on Carl Peñano.
And then that is what Coach Jeff Perlas is contesting there, because he felt that Calagos was a little bit out of control there, was about to lose the basketball until that last second foul called on Peñano.
But then again, even if you can say that CEU has come back and built their lead again, but again, hey, look, coming back quickly are the Patriots. So Patriots not just allowing a major breakaway for the Scorpions.
They're just staying in the game because this is their best chance of winning it.
And you know what, Ray? I will say this. I think compared to their last game, the free throw shooting of both sides, it has improved a lot. Meanwhile, Anagbog with the air ball, but Tolentino's there to clean up the mess.
At the right place at the right time. Ron Tolentino with a putback.
Vesagas! No! Of course, Vesagas hit a triple earlier.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
and there's a
Diaz
foul
is
on
bumped at the
Calagos.
half-court line.
Calagos had to give up that foul to prevent Diaz from a transition basket.
Oh! It's the fourth foul on Calagos.
It is?
Yes. That's what our announcer said.
But Ricky Paterno was just raised the number 3.
Oh,
twice,
but still, Ray, third foul on Calagos. Remember, Ray,
so valuable that he cannot afford to lose him.
yes, against Olivares, so we really felt that the scheme of things for LaSalle greatly suffered when Calagos had to sit down with foul trouble. And then, when he came back, that was when LaSalle tried to inch closer, but of course time was not on their side.
I think you're right. The last time they played it, it was played here in Olivares against Olivares in the Battle of Greenies.
That's right, the Green Derby. Meanwhile, Trinidad hesitating, kick out to Montes. No, ball tap, won by Santos.
Montes was wide open there.
All right. Quickly. Jumper. No. And stepping on the line.
Is Besagas.
Meanwhile, Coach Perlas will call a timeout for the Scorpions, and we'll be back for more of NCRA Season 29. Nandiyan na. And hello again, basketball fans. We are here live at the Pablo R. Olivares Coliseum in Parañaque City, Anti-Servino with Ray Hoble. And we have a good one. Defending champion Centro Escolar against De La Salle, Las Marinas. Pole position is with the champion Scorpions. Diaz will do the baseline inbound.
And the CEU is now beginning to pull away here, Anthony.
Oh, but of course, expect La Salle to have an answer. And they've shown that. Meanwhile, Peñano too deep.
But able to find a way to put that up and under move.
Yes, right. The Peñano, a combination of footwork and, of course, knowing to use his long wingspan.
And looks like Coach Jeff Perlas is either going to be called for a warning or a technical.
Let's see. Well, of course, there was a warning earlier on Carl Peñano for resentment. Yes. Yes, we are right, because like what I said, there was a warning earlier on Carl Peñano, and of course, Ray, it is not personal to Peñano. It is applied. The warning is applied to the whole team, not just Peñano. So Trinidad converts the technical free throw, and they will keep possession. But of course, Ray, coaches, they have their own strategies, their own personal styles. Coaches, sometimes they deliberately get a technical foul slapped on them to fire up their players.
We know Coach Perlas is a mild-mannered coach.
Yes.
Rarely see him so emotional.
Yes, because when a coach like Coach Perlas is angry, that means something is really wrong. Meanwhile, Montes, no success on the jumper. Diaz, looking down court, will take it himself, and he draws the foul.
It's been a while since I've seen La Salle hitting a field goal, Anthony.
Oh, yes.
This is something very interesting to see. They've been scoring, but they've been scoring from the free throw area. And let's check if when was the last time they hit a field goal.
Well, you know what? I feel that the second period is a little bit slow because the fouls are already there are more fouls being given up. And that means more trips to the free throw line. So now, don't look now, but CEU is on top by 11, 36-25.
Biggest lead in the game.
Razonable wants a clear out, met by Anagbogu. Razonable will challenge. Too strong, and it falls into the hands of Diaz. Diaz now finds Anagbogu. Anagbogu hesitating. Diaz.
Wow.
Spin in traffic! Yeah!
That was a nice pirouette move by Franz Diaz.
That's right. Put that on our highlight reel. Against how many? 3 defenders? Woohoo! All right, Trinidad. Montez. Little stutter step there. Inside, they dump it to Razonable, but well anticipated by Peñano. Santos now. He will wait for his teammates.
And down to the last 5 seconds, Anthony.
That's right. Last shot here, Santos! No! So, a late flurry by Santos Escolar to close out the first half. Our Scorpions on top of the Patriots, 38-25. We'll break that down after this break. You are watching NCRAA Season 29. About to end our halftime break. And let's quickly, Ray, let us crunch the numbers from that first half to explain why Centro Escolar is leading 38-25.
Well, it was a tightly fought encounter.
Oh, yes, definitely.
From the first probably 15 minutes of the game until the defense of CEU began to make its presence felt.
Yes.
And limited or held LaSalle without a field goal in the last 4:25 of the second period.
That is the crucial story of the first half. How about the leading scorers?
Well, here are some of the numbers here,
Okay,
Anthony.
yeah, numbers first,
And
please. Yes.
France Diaz with 11 points, and leading the way for Centro Escolar is Ron Tolentino with 14.
Okay.
And, on the side of LaSalle das Marinas, it was well scattered, with the Rogelio Calagos leading the way with 6 points.
But then again, Calagos is in foul trouble and he has to watch it. That is a big concern for Coach Tito Reyes and the Patriots. Meanwhile, Diaz will trip to the line to open the scoring probably here in the second half. Glad you could join us, basketball fans, all over the world, not just in the Philippines. We have viewers as far away as Canada.
Yeah, and 6-hour difference from here. But they started to join us as early as around 5 a.m. there, their local time.
Meanwhile, unsuccessful is Diaz, but they get the ball back. Bolomeo, Tolentino to the post.
Oh, give and go play to
Yes.
Tolentino.
Meanwhile, Bernabe from
and,
the weak side.
We've seen the size advantage taking effect there for CEU, but
Yes.
unsuccessful.
All right, ball is too far away from the basket. Shot clock is down to 12 seconds. LaSalle now will attack. Razonable to De Los Santos. Too strong. And foul on the rebound.
And again, that size advantage is too much for against LaSalle.
I think LaSalle das Marinas is, I think, one big man away from being a solid contender.
Definitely, Anthony, and they have shown that they can compete, and they have proven that at least in the first 15 minutes of the match.
All right, Diaz jump. If you could just see his vertical jump, how tall he jumped there.
But that was a towering shot as well.
Yes. Meanwhile, Trinidad breaks away, but met by three defenders.
Oh, making the basket nevertheless. So this is the first basket, in fact, for LaSalle.
Since time immemorial.
Yeah, since the 4:25 mark of the second period.
Meanwhile, one-hander, no. Offensive rebound, Bernabe missing the gimme. No, I want to see. And the ball almost hits us.
Yeah, and then Razonable was trying to start the transition game. Trinidad wasn't looking when he received that pass. Yeah, hitting his head before going out.
See, if you see the hand earlier underneath our scoreboard, that's my hand. Just to prove to you that we are here and we are not in some dark studio commenting on this game. We are live. So again, Ray, there is nothing better, okay? There is nothing better than watching the NCRA live and in person. So if you are near the Olivares Gym in Parañaque or wherever you are, please go here. We have 2 more games after this. Watch the action live and cheer for your favorite school. So at the line, Anthony Bolomeo. And also you can meet me and Ray Hobley in person. Yeah, just meet.
Bring that school spirit with you.
Yes. You can cheer. Cheer your lungs out. Meanwhile, Bolomeo for another free throw. Okay, good.
So that's a split for Borromeo.
Razonable will bring it down.
And a steal there.
And he has to give it to a guard, but very clear. It happened right in front of us as as Razonable lost the ball, he simply pushed away Anthony Borromeo.
Yeah, then, he was about to be trapped, and when he was about to lose the ball, he decided to push Borromeo.
And you know what, CEU did a good job of converting the sideline into an extra defender.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, De La Cruz will use the high screen. Tolentino, this is long! No!
But again, second chance opportunity for CEU.
Yes.
Their big man was able to track those rebounds well.
So it's time now for their starting big man, Puda, to return to the action. But again, look at the size and heft disparity between Puda and Bernabe.
But other than that, there's nobody else for
Yes.
LaSalle. This is a small team that they're having.
Well, of course, you know, last time in season 26, I mean, LaSalle, they had a good share of big players.
Uh-huh.
Big, tall players who could, you know, match size with the other schools. But of course, we know that it has been, 3 years since our last action. And all these players have either graduated or, have exceeded the age limit. And of course, Ray, you cannot stop the march of time. For whatever happens, they will still grow 1 year older every year. Meanwhile,
Wow.
Santos.
Well, Santos had an easier time attacking the defense of LaSalle.
Oh.
And it's a volleyball tap by Santos there when I think that is Vesagas going.
Yes. And on that note, Ray, we will remind also all our NCRA fans that watch out, because coming soon is the NCRA Season 29 volleyball tournaments for both men and women. That should be a good one. Of course, the defending champion of volleyball in the men's division is the Patsy Horses under a good friend, Coach Benji Hernandez, who is in the building right now. He's he's to our left, joined at the you can say the director's table with our general manager, Mr. Manuel Badian Carnado, and of course Coach Jerry Sergio of De La Salle University Das Marinas. At the line, Vesagas, hoping to trim this lead and also wake up the Patriots.
Anthony LaSalle in between quarters, bridging the second and the third period. In a 9-minute stretch,
Okay,
they were only able to make one field goal.
that's it. No more, no less.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, one-hander does not get the lucky roll. Again, how many easy shots has Bernabe missed?
A lot. He had missed a lot.
Meanwhile, Trinidad with the reverse. I think this is the second time that Trinidad has completed a reverse layup in this game.
Yeah, including that nifty up and under move in the first period.
I have a question. I mean, okay, who's taller, Bernabe or Peñano? Or they're almost the same?
I think Bernabe is taller.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe half an inch.
But this is a big front line for
Yes.
for CEU, especially if you have Santos there, Tolentino, then Peñano.
Okay, so the basket will count for Mark Trinidad. So a 3-point play opportunity here for the Patriots. And again, they are looking for something. LaSalle is looking for something that will wake them up.
Mm-hmm. And perhaps that Trinidad 3-point play could be the start of something big for them.
Oh, yes.
And now they're starting from their defense, which is pressuring the ball carriers. Oh, that ahead of the pack there was De Los Santos, and yes.
Chunk of 2 more points for De Los Santos. Alagbogu will essay the role of point forward. Santos. Peñano pops out. So the ball is too far away. They need to move the ball closer as the shot clock is winding down. And they heard us. And of course, Trinidad.
Nearly losing his balance was
Yes.
Trinidad, and it's fortunate.
There is no way for Trinidad to defy the laws of physics.
Yeah, and it's fortunate that he landed on the body of Peñano, who was able to pick up a foul.
Yeah, that's why you study physics, okay? That's why you study physics in high school. Ray, we had our physics during our senior year, our fourth year. Did you have physics also?
Yeah, of course.
Fourth year also?
Yeah.
Fourth year, okay. Yeah. So we are dating ourselves. It's obvious that we did not. We have long graduated long before they imposed the K to 12 program. So we still call ourselves
Physics on my final year. On my third year is chemistry.
Oh yes, same year. Meanwhile.
And don't look now, it's a 6-0 burst by LaSalle.
You can see a good chemical reaction there, and that produces points. Of course, LaSalle, right, they need to develop good chemistry if they are to come back.
While LaSalle was able to make its last 3 field goal attempts, they cannot afford to just trade baskets, Anthony.
Again, they kick it out. De Los Santos, no! Montes battling for it, and it will go the way of the Scorpions.
A very animated crowd we're having, Anthony. Was it because LaSalle was wearing green as well?
I don't know, but of course, for sure, these students are waiting for our main game later on. Of course, the home side, the Olivar Sea Lions, will host the visiting PUP Radicals. And then after this game, we'll have a game before that, the Emilio Aguinaldo College Vanguard against the Lyceum Pirates.
Mm-hmm. So this could be an exciting one, and one of them will be able to crack the win column.
Oh, yes. Of course, these are two teams in search. These are two hungry teams in search of that elusive first win. Meanwhile, Anagbogo to Diaz. Diaz will love it!
Wow.
Yeah!
Eye in the sky play for Santos.
1 inch more, that could have been a dunk. All right, Trinidad. To De Los Santos, Puda will survey, finds Vesagas. Vesagas against 2 defenders, and he is fouled.
And just deciding to attack the gap, the small gap, the small opening created, and Vesagas was able to pick up a foul.
You know, sometimes one time the coach will say, "Why did you hammer my player? He does not look like a nail." At the line, Vesagas. Okay, a good shooting form. That's the right way. Watching all those instructional basketball instructional videos.
Yeah, and looking at Vesagas, that form that you were referring, reminds me of the form of Norm Nixon when he was taking the foul shots.
You know what? One time I'll save the story for later. Meanwhile, Tolentino to Diaz. Diaz with the stretch.
Great ball movement, resulting to breakdown on defense for LaSalle, and CEU is now beginning to capitalize on that.
All right, Montes against 3 defenders.
Up and under move by Montes. That was a nice getaway move for Montes.
Again, Montes, the veteran on this LaSalle side. Meanwhile, size of life here for LaSalle. Montes, quickly now, Puda, bounce pass.
Vesagas.
Jumper, no.
Vesagas just couldn't cash in on that short jumper.
And look at the big man, Tolentino dribbling. No.
Met in mid there by De Los Santos.
Montes, he will wait for his teammates. Bunda. Yeah!
And the appreciative crowd is now beginning to cheer LaSalle, who is only down by 8 now.
All right, let's see how CU will react. Their lead is slowly disappearing. Diaz. They are marking Diaz. They're making life miserable for Franz Diaz.
And Diaz trying to force the issue there against 3 defenders.
Yes.
Ball was knocked out of him.
Meanwhile, Coach Perlas would like to call a timeout, so we'll be back. You are watching NCRA Season 29. And welcome back. That timeout was called by Coach Jeff Perlas and the Scorpions. They are still leading though, Ray. 49-41. I guess Coach Perlas does not want to take any chances.
And Coach Perlas has used the timeout probably to settle down his boys and reminding them not to panic because they still have an 8-point advantage being protected.
But then again, you should admire the effort by LaSalle to come back after that, forgettable second quarter. Meanwhile, Santos is no good. And last touch on a Scorpion.
Mm-hmm. So that is another completed stop by LaSalle.
Yes. And you know what's nice about LaSalle, Ray? They are creating points off these stops. Montes!
Oh.
And he is fouled.
Stop on his tracks, but the foul is going to be whistled on Peñano.
At the line, Louis Montes.
He's and looks like CEU is now over the limit.
So all eyes now on Montes. Okay, good. Down to 7.
Making the game more interesting is Louis Montes with the two free throw conversions.
Down to 6, right? 2 possession game here.
Yeah, and it's still a lot of time in this period, 1 minute and 8.
And we have the whole fourth quarter ahead of us. Meanwhile, Diaz finds Borromeo. Borromeo faking the pass, takes it himself.
Borromeo, Tolentino, these guys have been key contributors so far for CEU. And so as Santos.
Bunda.
And look at the switching defense of CEU, creating trouble against LaSalle, who is again down on the last 5 seconds to a map of a play.
They have the fire, no. All right, Diaz now on the attack. Diaz sees no teammates, so we'll apply the brakes. Half court set now, Malicana. Santos moves closer for the scoop. Yeah.
Faking and then deciding to drive it to the baseline.
Okay, no more shot clock. Last shot here for LaSalle. They will have the last say of period 3. And they attack. And traveling.
That was a good call.
And on that note, we end the third quarter with our score. Santos Gallardo still on top, 53-43. We'll be back with the deciding fourth quarter after this break. Stay with us. You are watching NCRAA Season 29. In time to join us for the start of the deciding fourth quarter. Our score, the defending champion Centro Escolar Scorpions 53, De La Salle Marinas 43. Of course, a very good, after a forgettable first half, a very good and a much improved La Salle in that third quarter, right, though, despite CEU still leading.
Yeah, and they forgot about what happened in the second period when there was a slowdown in production. But it all started on the defensive end for LaSalle. Once they begin to tighten up its defense, they were able to get back into this game.
Whoa! All right, first hit here by CEU, by Diaz. Meanwhile, Montes whips it inside.
A drive-in dish rejected by Borromeo, but there's a contact called by the referee.
Of course, this is a good thing, Ray, for CEU to get the key players of Centro Escolar into foul trouble.
And they've been attacking the basketball, LaSalle, no? Attacking the basket more aggressively, particularly in the latter stretch of the third period when they get back into this game.
And speaking of comeback, Ray, did you notice that LaSalle in that third period, they did that without Calagos on the floor?
Yeah, and Calagos barely a factor in this game. It was more of Louis Montes, who's been setting the tone for them in the latter stretch of the third period.
Of course, Montes has to work double effort after Calagos lapsed into Rogelio Calagos, after he lapsed into foul trouble. And look at Montes, look how small he is, though, in sandwich between those two big CEU players. Meanwhile, De Los Santos good on the free throws. So it's down to 10 again. Hopefully more. If you're cheering for LaSalle.
It's a smaller lineup for LaSalle with Montes and Arcangel in the backcourt.
Yes, actually Arcangel is fresh in the game. First action here for Arcangel. Meanwhile, baseline.
And again.
Bernabe, and finally, Bernabe scores on a close tap.
And once again, attacking the basket was CEU, using the size.
Okay, Puda to Montes. Montes will use the screen by De Los Santos. Montes kick out, bubbling a bit.
Drive-in kick play, and with Arcangel with a 3-point shot and almost a tip in there.
Okay, battle for it. It's won by CEU, but a foul given up to stop the play.
Look at Montes. He was fighting for the rebound, almost making the tip in, Anthony. But the size was so overwhelming for CEU.
So a chance here for CEU to pad their lead. Of course, Ray, what was the closest that LaSalle was able to trim the gap? 6 points,
I think
right?
it's 6 points,
That was the closest, 6. But still, a good response by CEU.
Yeah, because of the veteran poise shown by this defending champion.
Look at that. 3 green shirts ganging up on Franz Diaz.
I don't think there's an intention to hurt for De Los Santos.
Yes.
It just so happened that his body is well built.
Yes.
And you could tell that he usually spends time in the gym.
Like what I said earlier, if you visit the practice facility of the Scorpions, aside from the court, they have a complete, a well-appointed gym. And of course, that means they can hit the gym anytime, when they wish. Maybe in between basketball practices and their schoolwork. Now, all they have to do is just, go to the other room. Because if you go to their facility, Ray, their practice facility is complete. All right? There's a gym. There's a weights room, of course. There's a dormitory. There's even a kitchen. So they don't need to go out to eat. They have a food ready for them 3 times a day.
And if they decided to go out, they still have Café France.
Oh, yeah. And many other restaurants owned by the Yap family. Meanwhile, De Los Santos continuing to keep the hopes of LaSalle afloat. All right. Spin move by Malicana. No. Yeah, Bernabe. And finally, this is a rare back-to-back close stabs for Dave Bernabe. So I guess Bernabe has finally adjusted the shot.
And back in the game is Calagos and immediately attacking the basket.
Well, ouch. This I think this is the last. Oh, Bernabe! Back-to-back shots for Bernabe. I don't know, but this could be Coach Reyes might be working for his last roll of the dice, so to speak.
And it's back to a 16-point lead now, Anthony,
Yes.
for CEU.
Well, right now I think, you see Montes prepared to check in. I believe this should, Coach Reyes is slowly forming his finishing five. Meanwhile, Malikana with the left-hander. Yeah, Christian. And with that, Coach Tito Reyes needs this timeout, and we'll be back. You are watching NCRA Season 29. Minutes and 3 seconds. Our score 65-47. Set Escolar all over De La Salle Dasmariñas Anti-Servino with Ray Hobler on the call for NCRA Season 29 live from the Pablo R. Olivares Coliseum in Parañaque City.
And Anthony, with 7 minutes and 3 left, looks like CEU is about to deliver the knockout blow.
That's right. They are preparing for it. They're using you can say they are setting up with a few 1-2 combinations. But right now, Rogelio Calagos still with a few counter punches, so to speak, if this was a boxing match. But of course, we do not want to see any boxing. And that will really make our commissioner, Segundo Bong Villacruz, a very angry man.
It looks like it's going to be an illegal screen.
Yes.
To be called on Bernabe. He didn't wait for the contact to develop. He initiated the contact.
Yes.
And that's the reason why the referees were spot on to call that illegal screen.
Right call by our referees. Meanwhile, Calagos against two tall players.
Oh,
yes.
and a strong drive to the basket by Calagos against the taller Bernabe.
No, there's a stat rate of points per 48 minutes. And I think the Calagos, if only stays away from foul trouble, I mean, he will really be a very, a key contributor for La Salle. Meanwhile, Calagos again, as we speak, Calagos!
6 straight points for Calagos.
Yes. See, that was the thing I was explaining. His points per 48 minutes rate.
And they're back in the game, Anthony. They're only down by 12 here with 5 and 44 remaining.
Still a long time, remember. Meanwhile, Bernabe!
Nice. That was a nice two-man game between Santos and Bernabe.
Yeah, almost a dunk there for Dave.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Razonable. Oh, what a scope. Everything but the shot. And Bernabe asserting his height and heft. Bolomeo now. And again, they will wisely slow it down. They want to make the clock their friend. Santos, long bomb, no. Long rebound by Razonable. Arcangel, quickly. Oh, nice pass inside. Puda, yes.
Oh, Puda. Slight opening for him to maneuver inside.
Okay, Santos now to Tolentino.
They need to create some turnovers here.
Oh,
La Salle.
definitely. They cannot just trade baskets. Diaz faking.
Oh, wow.
Diaz.
Ball
Yes.
fake. Nice ball fake there by Diaz before deciding to go straight to the basket.
They want the 2 points back. No. But Puda cannot keep it alive.
And ball was stolen from him by Tolentino.
Santos!
Oh.
So short of the layup.
Missing the easiest shot there was Santos. And as we see
Calagos.
Calagos,
Yeah.
so aggressive attacking here. And the moment he went back into this game.
So again, I can say Calagos tried to make up for lost time. Meanwhile, we have a timeout called. And we'll be back for more action here in NCRA Season 29. All right, welcome back to the action. I guess there was an errant request for a timeout. So at the line is Rogelio Calagos for free throws. First one is good. So now the importance of every free throw, Ray, has been magnified 100-fold.
They're down by a baker's dozen. Could be a dozen if he makes it. Oh, still baker's dozen.
Yeah. Because there was a time, CEU, they competed as the Cafe France Bakers, won a championship.
Yeah. And a jumper by Balikan.
Oh, Arcangel to the corner.
Drive and dish.
Oh, reverse. If that went in, wow.
Almost a basket there by Morenos.
Well, you can say Coach Reyes is now really squeezing, all the remaining juice from his team.
Trying to find the right combination for LaSalle.
Yes. Meanwhile, Diaz will use the high screen and obviously a foul, an offensive foul, a moving screen on Carl Peñano.
It's because Morenos did an excellent job fighting for that screen.
And there's also a little thing called selling the call. He sold that call very well.
And Morenos, being the smaller guy,
yes,
was able to sell the call to our officials.
Where's the receipt? Anyway. Yeah, you should always issue your receipt. So another chance here for LaSalle to inch closer and make this game interesting. Okay, Calagos. Oh, and Razonable was not ready to receive. He was like 1 inch away from being at the right position. All right, this time, this is for real. We got a timeout called by Coach Perlas, and we'll be back for more of NCRA Season 29. All right, back to the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you could join us, basketball fans from all over the world, whether it be the Philippines, Canada, United States, Europe, Africa, Australia, even the Pacific Islands. Yes, we are seen on the World Wide Web. Andy Cervino with Ray Hoble.
As long as there's an internet connection, you can follow the games.
And then after this, we are live. You can watch it anytime you want on the replay, especially when you subscribe to the official NCRA YouTube channel. Have you subscribed already, Ray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I subscribed too. I hope all you guys have subscribed. Let's get 1 million subscribers. Come on, we can do that.
Oh, well, it's still by Calagos.
All right.
But the counter still by Diaz.
Okay, Diaz now will explode to the hoop. No. And that's going to stay with the Scorpions.
Yeah, because of the foul called on De Los Santos, a loose ball foul. So it's going to stay on its backyard, the backyard of CEU.
So baseline inbound, Diaz finds the cutting Santos. And great body controls there, Ray, by Jerome Santos. Meanwhile, Montes will wait for a teammate. Calagos. Shot clock is down to 10. De Los Santos asking for it. He has it. Razonable muscling his way underneath, and again Razonable not in the right position to receive. Alright, it's the turn of Coach Tito Reyes to call a timeout, and we'll be back for the remaining 2 and 28. It's going to be a good one. You're watching NCRA Season 29. Okay, that's our score, 17-56. Coming off a timeout called by Coach Tito Reyes. Finally, probably Rhea for some, you can say, could it be some final instructions? You know, this could be the last push for LaSalle if they have any plans of winning this game.
Whatever's going to happen here, Anthony, for LaSalle, it's all about making the big plays here in the last 2 and 28.
Of course, again, a test of character and poise for CEU. How will they work this final 2 minutes?
Well, of course, they're going to use the clock to their advantage.
Oh, a foul on Calagos. This is what? How many fouls now on Rogelio?
Oh, I think there's going to be the referees are conferring now if it's going to be an offensive foul or a blocking foul. And it's a blocking foul called on Calagos.
And that confirms it. That is the 5th and final foul of Calagos. So we will see him again in the next game of LaSalle.
Calagos was claiming he was clipped as Diaz was trying to extricate from his defense.
Okay, 14 on the shot clock. Diaz pops out to receive. Now LaSalle will have to play the last 2 minutes without Calagos.
And CEU is playing the clock.
Peñano against Razonable. Peñano. And no good. So it's here. That's the sign of the last 2 minutes. It's winning time in the NCRAA. Montes. Long bomb. No.
NCU is going to slow down.
Oh, yes. They want to make the clock their friend. But right now, you can say the clock is in CEU's favor. Diaz! And a good acting job there by Diaz. No, Ray, I remember coaches say, you know, once you hear the referee's whistle, don't stop and continue what you're doing because who knows? The referee might rule in your favor and give you continuation and the shot might go in. It might be a 3-point play. Okay, Diaz for a second free throw. Good. Under 2 minutes. And it's a 17-point lead for Centro Escolar. De Los Santos. Oh, great steal by Centro Escolar. And right now, Ray, the noose, the proverbial noose, is slowly tightening around the collective necks of the LaSalle Patriots.
Yeah, and with CEU now protecting an 18-point lead with 1 minute and 19 left in the game. Looks like it's going to be all over here, but the shouting.
Well, there are still a few fans here who are still shouting, and that we like that attitude. You know, cheer for your team until the final buzzer. Yeah, stay with them. You know, through thick or thin, for better for worse. And I will stop at that.
I don't want to use the term "fat lady sings," no, because.
All right, Santos at the line for more free throws. Good.
They might accuse me of body shaming.
Of course, we love these kids. No, they're actually block. No, Ray, actually, if you look at it, when you think about it, some of these players here in the area are old enough to be. Some of them are old enough to be my son.
15 seconds to shoot.
So shot clock. Our shot clock is off. Okay, our shot clock is off, but they have to fix that because we still have 50 seconds, Ray. So we need a shot clock.
Yeah, and it's still playable.
Yes.
50.4 seconds. This is around 3 or 4 more possessions.
Yes. Okay, we're just waiting for confirmation of the final score. And again, I will stress the importance of the final score in this league. Because with our format, Ray, of a single round robin among all 12 schools, the possibility of multiple ties are very high. And if that's the case, we will be using the final scores to break these ties. And that could mean, playoff position. Because only the top 8 schools, right? Only the top 8 schools among the 12 participants will advance to the quarterfinals. I saw our schedule, Ray. We'll be ending our elimination round sometime in May. That's how we have a basketball buffet. All you can play. Those 66 games for your enjoyment. All right. Chance here for LaSalle to trim the gap. And also for some of these players to see their name in tomorrow's box scores in the newspapers like Daily Tribune and Bulgar.
And looks like CEU is going to work on the last shot here.
Okay, well, they've turned off the shot clock with 18.5 seconds left. So again, we're just waiting for the official final score.
Until that last foul by Alaurin.
Of course, Ray, we have I know we have a lot of basketball fans who are obsessed. They have this obsession for the final score, and to that I say, I love all of you. Yes, I love you, fans. Meanwhile, at the line there is Anthony Bolomeo, and still 76-56, 20-point lead for the Scorpions.
Oh.
Bolomeo will sit down, and I guess this is it's all over, but the final score. And let's see, they'll go for the high percentage shot. 3 seconds left. They have to fire. What tight defense by CEU till the end. Wow. So, at the end of our ball game, our score is 75-56. Again, check that, 76-56, a 20-point win for the defending champion Centro Escolar Scorpions over the very tough LaSalle Dasmariñas Patriots. And we'll bring to you our best player after this commercial break. Your guess is as good as mine. You're watching NCRAA Season 29. Congratulations to our winners for our game. The Centro Escolar Scorpions 76-56 over the De La Salle University Dasmariñas Patriots. We are here with our best player, number 19 of the Scorpions, Ron Ray Tolentino. Of course, Ron Ray, no? 2 games in a row, back-to-back. Actually, no, last game, ikaw yung highest pointer ngayon, 19 points. No, kamusta, no? After that, yung loss, nung to pass, that painful loss to pass, again, back-to-back wins for Centro Escolar.
Siguro yung loss namin before Pats, siguro marami kami doon natutunan kasi natalo kami doon. Siguro kailangan namin mag-step up lahat ng mga games namin, mga incoming games namin. Na kailangan namin bumawi sa team namin, kay Coach Jeff, sa mga boss na nagsusuporta, nagtitiwala sa amin. Yun lang po.
Ray?
Ron, the past 2 games, you were so aggressive do, sa offensive end. Do. Bakit meron kang sense of urgency talaga na makabawi following that loss nung naranasan ninyo?
Siguro pinagandaan ko talaga yun yung nung sa training namin na kailangan ko talaga bumawi. Kailangan talaga namin bumawi as a individual sa court na kailangan namin ipapakita sa mga sumusuporta sa amin na I have bounced back this game.
Alright, Ron, bilang ating best player, again, 2 games in a row na maganda laro mo. Dahil dyan, pati mo ngayon lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa'yo, nagmamahal sa'yo at sa CEU Scorpion.
Binibata ko pala yung mga pamilya ko sa Iloilo, mga kapatid ko, girlfriend ko na si Berlin na Mayarda, at saka mga bosses, sila Boss JJ, Boss Jeff, Boss Jeffet, mga coaches, mga teammates ko, at mga kaibigan ko sa Iloilo. Yun lang po.
Alright, invite mo sila, no? Invite mo lahat ng mga CEU sa next game nyo.
Please watch my games, mga coming games namin, mga CEO community. Yun lang po.
There you have it, our best player, Ron Ray Tolentino. And of course, we expect more things, bigger and better things from you in the next game. Keep it up, Ron Ray. Good play. And of course, Ron, after this, may pa tayo isang laro. Isa-scout mo yan, sigurado. It's gonna be the Emilio Aguinaldo College Cavite Vanguard against the Lyceum of the Philippines University Pirates of Laguna. And we'll be bringing that game to you after this commercial break. Stay with us for more of your NCRAA Season 29.